Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Cathedral of Velvet podcast. I'm your host, as always, Parajusho, and this is the Cafe Podcast, where we talk about all things Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, sometimes a metaphor, related news, and other games, if I feel like it. It's a bi-weekly podcast, so every other week you'll be getting a new episode. So twice a month, like your paychecks, getting episodes twice a month. And I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, cause hey, things things have happened. Well, I'm not like no, not that many things happen, but how things work is that we start the podcast talking about what's been happening in between episodes. And then we get into the news. So how about that? So, yeah, well, let's get started. What's been happening since the last episode? Well, I have finally, and I finally finished editing all of Tales of Zillia 2, and I have scheduled all the episodes up on the main channel. So that is a real accomplishment for me. Thank you everyone for all your for your applause and all that stuff. But yeah, I've been waiting for this to finally be done, and it is. Everything has been scheduled. It took me like 2 days to schedule. Okay, so episode 18 to 35, so that is about 17 episodes, right? If my math is correct. And yeah, that is done, and I'm currently planning for the next Let's Play, which I am in the middle of debating on, like, oh, what should I do? I'm not gonna say which game I'm thinking of, but it's two games I've really want to play on the channel, but I'm not really sure which one I want to do first. And cause thinking oh, maybe this game's gonna be involved with something in the future, so oh, maybe I should wait for the right time for that. But then just maybe not, maybe nothing will happen, I can just do it now. Or, or just play this game that I really want to play on the channel, because I really like this and really want to show it off. But I don't know. It's just it's just been just biting, like a lot, eating me up inside. Just which one do I want to do first? Because I'm pretty sure one of them is going to be much faster to complete, especially if I'm doing it on a lower difficulty, which would most likely be happening. Because it's a game that I've already played through multiple times. It's just yeah, I think it's probably better to play it on the lower difficulty, so I can just kind of breeze through it. So just I already know how things work. I don't want to be stressed out while playing this, so I'm just well, let's put on the easier difficulty, and then we'll have a fun time for everyone, right? So that was a thing I've been been thinking about for the past while. But also want to say, hey, I've officially passed 15 years of making content creation on YouTube. Yep, 15 years of making videos on YouTube. It's definitely been a long ride, and I do want to, say thanks for everyone who's been supporting the main channel for all this time. You guys been really awesome, and glad that, again, you guys, like the content I do. And, yeah. Here's to more Let's Plays in the future, and I hope everything... excuse me. Hope everything goes alright. Some other things that's been happening. I did an unboxing of the Shantae Advance game, the classic edition or collector's edition, whichever one you want to say. Well, actually, technically, this would be like the limited edition version, because like there is a bigger bundle, a bigger set besides that one. But the classic edition, it came with just the game, steelbook, and 55 track soundtrack. So that is, like, one just like, oh wow, that's a lot of music to have on one CD. But I'm guessing like it's some of the tracks are really small, so it can like fit the time limit of a CD, because CDs aren't really that big in terms of data size. So most likely that, some songs are just like 30 seconds to a minute long. So yeah, and I think like, what's the data size of a CD? Yeah, it can hold up to say 4 minutes of audio, or about 650 megabytes. So yeah, as long as, pretty sure those songs could be like less than a minute each, because like a minute each is just about the right amount for like each song, so it can be 55 tracks. So I'm guessing that's like about how long each songs are, with like some exceptions for some songs. So it could be like, hey, we're gonna fill up to the brim, because like it can be like saying 4 minutes, so some songs could be like maybe 2 minutes or so, again depending on the song. Yeah, that's also a game I do want to play on for the channel, because I've played most of the Shantae games. I a lot of them. I think, actually, wait, I'm thinking, yeah, because I did Risky's Revenge, I did Pirate's Curse, uh, Half Genie Hero, the Seven Sirens. So I think the one that I'm missing is the OG Shantae, right? Let me just check on the channel, because I remember doing Pirate's Curse. That was, yeah, Pirate's Curse. Half Genie Hero. Uh, Seven Sirens. Yep. So I'm missing the OG. Also, let me just see. Where is it? Yep, Risky's Revenge. Yeah. So I am missing the OG Shantae to do on the channel. Like, I remember I started playing the OG's Shantae game like on the 3DS, because it was available digitally. Well, was it DS, the 3DS, or DSi? Because either way, it was available digitally, because I'm pretty sure it's the 3DS. And I didn't really get through much of the game, because I was like, I was a bit lost in the game. Just like, I'm not sure where do I go, because it was a little bit of a Metroidvania, except like we don't really, at least I don't recall seeing any maps in the game. So yeah, it was at least a bit fun back then. So hopefully I do want to try playing that game, and it shouldn't take that long to beat the OG Shantae, right? Shantae, uh how long to beat GBC? Let's see here. 10 hours, so that's not bad. Uh, on how long to be. Shantae will approximately take you 7 days to complete if you play for 1.5 hours a day while focusing on some extra content. Eh. So, I mean, hey, that's not a bad game to let's play on it. Just that I need to actually remember like how the game plays. And like I never actually booted the game up, so like on like PlayStation, so like it'd be a good time to do that. Just like, oh yeah, let me play it. I mean, like I could also like just do that like in between like recording sessions, just like of like the main game. Just like, okay, play some of this the main content, and then okay, switch out for Shantae, play some deck because again, it's not that long of game, like 10 hours on average, or like 8.5 hours for for the main story. So it's not that bad, not that bad. So when I'll be able to do that, I have no idea. It just depends on what's gonna be coming out in the future. So yeah. And also I did like as a short did an opening for No Sleep for Kaname Date. That's the third game of the the Somnium File games. I have not been the second one. I think the main reason was because that there was like this function in the game that like that is active. Like, oh, you're searching for stuff from like other players or something along the lines of that. And when I like I left the game on sleep mode, well, the PS4 Pro on sleep mode, and then came back a couple days later, started booted up, and I saw that my playtime was at 99 hours. Like, how is this possible? I was not playing; it was all in sleep mode. And apparently, just like, oh, yep, the game is still actively running while in sleep mode. Just like, that makes no sense at all, because no other game does this. Even like an online only game, it doesn't do that. Well, I mean, there is like something like, oh, like when you go into sleep mode and then turn back on, it's like, oh, you've been disconnected. I guess that, but like still, the game should have know that, hey, you're in sleep mode. You don't have to be be searching for other players or something like that. I forgot what it was, but yeah, just like, and it got me like, I guess because like the 99 hours got me so upset because like I was not playing for that long, like literally. That's like, I'm not playing this anymore. This game's all messed up. But yeah, that was that was an event that happened. So what else has been happening? Oh, so last Monday, I was able to do my very first ever voice test recording of voiceover, test recording in Miami. It was like, wow, this was really awesome. Like my first time like going into a recording studio to do dubbing. Like you guys know on the channel, like I try to like dub like voice all these characters in like the games that doesn't have voices, or like in the silent parts of the games. So did for like Shantae, for example, Phoenix Wright, Danganronpa, those games. Try to do as much as I can, and this opportunity came to me actually from last year from Otaku Fest, because the studio, which was called The Kitchen, like said like, oh yeah, if you contact us, we can do like some test recordings, all that. So it took almost a year, but I finally uh took them up on their offer, and like they was like, yeah, come in on like, tell us the day you're free to come in, and like we can do it. So that happened, and I found it fun, and it at least gave me some like idea of like what to expect in the booth. So what happened that day is like went to went down to Miami, parked. Unfortunately, I had to pay for parking there. Like that kind of sucks. Uh, went to the front desk, like, hey, I'm here for this, this appointment day. So like, oh yeah, before you go up, you gotta lock your phone away. It's like, dang it. I was hoping that I could just like do at least, for this, like a test session, just like, oh yeah, I can do, a little bit of recording, just like do a little bit of a vlog, but unfortunately you couldn't. They locked both of my phones away. Yes, I have two phones, and I do have a third. But yeah, went up there, met the producers of the studio. It was not nice to meet them. Introduce myself, talk about what's going on and all that stuff, and then one of the producers led me to the recording booth, and I would say like this was like just like I always wanted to like know like the behind the scenes of how things are made. Like I always love that kind of thing. Like knowing how things are made is like something that always piqued my interest. Like like the show, how things made. Like, oh wow, that is like really cool. So now I'm there. I am behind the scenes of how like dubbing is done. So they gave me basically like three genres to do some dubbing. The three out of the four were Spanish dubs. The studio mainly dubs over like Spanish media, because I mean Miami, there's a lot of the Spanish community is pretty big in Miami, as well as Haitian as well, but it's primarily Spanish. That's that Spanish media content that they're doing. So the first thing we did was for a narration for how to make a salsa. So and like how they record was like they call it like a karaoke style recording, where like there's a line on the screen, and then you see the words come from the right side of the screen to left. So when the words reach the middle line, that's when you start to talk. uh so yeah, that one was just like, so that like me just like doing a narration, just like, okay, first let's start off with let's first off start by cutting up the onions. And I can't really recall the exact dialogue. I guess this is how I can like dubbing actors seriously. Like I can't remember all my lines or like all that stuff. But the next up was like a sitcom type of show, where like I was playing like this teenage boy talking to his like uh talking to his friend about his cousin and uncle. So trying to like see like, hey, what's the deal with the uncle, and like stopping like basically his daughters slash their cousins from talking to another person. That then after that was a dubbing over like a documentary style show, where it's like a guy that dubbing was like for like a European like show, I think, because it wasn't Spanish. I'm pretty sure it was not Spanish. I think it's like some Eastern European like type of show, like some like Dutch or Swedish kind of like a show. But yeah, did something for that, and that was a little bit more challenging because that one is like, oh, you're trying to be, an actual person and not just a character that you're, portraying. Like you have to be the guy there versus, oh, you're being like for the sitcom, like, oh, this is a character that the actor is playing versus, oh, you're being this person. If you guys can understand, what's going on, right? And then the next one after that was what was for a Spanish soap opera, and that was the most that I think that was the most difficult one because it was the fastest thing going in terms of like dialogue, because it goes like really fast, and like trying to like do it all in one breath is like, that was really difficult, and like I'm trying to like read as it goes, but like my mind and like my eyes like reads ahead, so my words come out, I'm saying the words ahead of time versus, as it's coming up. So that was a bit difficult for me. And then the last one is just like a redub of My Hero Academia with the Kachan Bakugo. And it's just like the one, like I think episode 1, episode 2 of the show, where just like Bakugo is just like looking down on Deku, just like, you think you're going to to ultra to UA, like, you're pathetic. So yeah, did those 5, and at least to me personally, I think I did probably best with obviously the animation, because I try to be as animated as possible, and probably the narration. I think the narration is like probably the easiest one to go through, because it's like, hey, you're doing this like, step by step, all that stuff. And it's the most normal, using your normal voice, right? Unless ask, but like, yeah, it's just using your normal voice, and giving this step by step instructions, right? So there's that. And one of the last things we did was just like, hey, before that, there were some times where I felt like I did not do as well, because in my mind I really thought like I did not do good on this, but the producer was just like, oh yeah, you did excellent, It's like, I don't think I did. I honestly don't think I did well. And like, kind of feels like it's possible, just like, oh yeah, you did well, and just like, no, you like, you don't have to tell me I did good when actually you did bad. I'd rather have the honest, opinion of just like, that was not really good, we could try to do that again, just like, there's some things you could improve on, all that stuff. I'd rather have that than like say I was doing good. They're like, oh, you did excellent, because like, at least to me personally, in my mind, is like, I felt like that could have been better. Like that, that's like the critic in me, just like, I could have done better. I know I could have done better, and just like, I feel like the amount of time that we had, it was not it wasn't as good as I wanted, essentially. So I didn't listen to the final product, because I don't know how. I didn't ask. Just I just think like, me personally, I don't think I did as good as I wanted, right? So the last thing before we ended off was that he asked like, "Oh hey, can you sing?" He's like, "I'm not sure if this will be pretty good," but I did. I started singing Bakamitai. He's like, "Hey, that's great, but can you do it in English?" Just like, God dang it. uh, because like I wanted to like they emailed me like, oh yeah, if you can sing, just like be prepared to sing. It's like, okay, Bakamitai, I really like Bakamitai. Just like dang it. So I just did I just sang the birthday song because it was simple. So uh but yeah, that was my time doing voiceover. My first ever technically voiceover session. Like I doubt it's not really that big of a session, but like but they did say like, hey, uh we can help you set with like your home like boot to make sure that like, oh, your audio settings are right um for future recording sessions if you do get like some auditions from us, because that'd be like because audio quality has to be the same with every with every recording for each person, because like, oh, once one mess up recording session and it could all go down the drain. uh and yeah, they also gave me some 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 tips and all that stuff, and some other sources for like uh feature for future recordings. So yeah, that was that was a wild day. After that, I went to a Jollibee because I absolutely love Jollibee and the chickens are really good. And I'm there for the gravy, just like, oh, this gravy is so good. I need more of it. So yeah, that's been it for that recording day. Um, what else? What else? What else? Uh, oh yeah. Literally today, I got my materials to make my at-home recording booth that I based it off of a an Instagram post I saw. It's like, oh yeah, this is my at-home recording booth that I that can like that's collapsible and all that stuff. So I you, you guys can't even see it, so it's just like a red box I got. Got some foam board, and then so some more soundproofing foam, and then like I had a bit of a difficult time like cutting the board, because just like, oh yeah, it's 12 by 12. The box is 12 by 12, so let's just put 12 by 12, cut into 12 by 12, and put in like, you gotta make it a little bit smaller for it to fit. So it's like, okay. And now we gotta cut the foam a little bit smaller so it's not like, crushing along the sides and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's, I'm not sure if I'll post this on, onto Twitter or anything like that, but, yeah, I'm glad to actually make this. What I need to do is now like make a hole in the back of it so I can stuff the wire through it, so I can start putting the microphone in there and all that stuff. And also I need to get an extension for my XLR cable, so I can take off the mic and then like put into put the mic and the box into the closet, so, or like just like put it more closer to my bed so I can like do more like uh, recording sessions, stuff like that. Because like I can't just like put the box like around it. It would be just like way too difficult to do that. But I'm glad I was able to do this. My little project is mine. You know, I think I can also probably like glue or like put some of the soundproofing film around the sides of it, or at least like to the sides, because like since it collapses on itself, it can't really like I can't really put it on all fours. So like probably like the two sides of the box would probably be best. The sides that has the handles. To just add a little bit more soundproofing to this. And I was thinking like, oh, I could probably put it on the back. I was like, no, because like, you know, when it flattens up, like it won't be able to do it. So yeah, I think just like put it on the sides and like maybe cut a hole where the handle is, just so I can have, you know, the grip for it. But again, I am not sure, but again, glad to have this. Uh, hmm. Now I'm just like comparing talking while I'm talking right now, and then like when I put the mic or the box right next to the the mic, just like that sounds like, you know, at least a little bit better compared to like without the box. So like, okay, I'm talking to the box, talking without the box, you know, sound pretty good. And now I'll have the box right next to it, and like, no, the audio is like not really escaping the box and all of that stuff. So yeah, and it was a little bit of annoying when putting like like I have like mounting glue like on it with some tape. It's just like, okay, let me just make sure it's all put together and all that stuff. So, and I might, you know, just put like some more the soundproofing film, like put it like around well, around my like recording setup here, like maybe like underneath the desk maybe, and and maybe like if near the TV here, because just like it would be just good to, like, you know, at least put some more more soundproofing up, because hey, it's the more better, I guess. Like, you know, I had some strips because I had to cut it up. I could just put it on, you know, the bar here. Never really thought about that. Just like put on the three sides of it, because the top, well, I could put it on the top, just where like where it can come off. But oh man. Things have been going well, and I'm, you know, kind of glad for that. Oh, and want to give you guys, you know, at least a bit of an update to the family member who's been in the hospital for a while. She's finally in rehab, and they got like her cast off, and now she's in a boot, so that is really awesome. Uh and you know, she is slowly getting better, but hopefully you know, it's still gonna take some time before she's out and you know, back home. But yeah, that's things been going all right. This portion of the podcast is sponsored by you, the patrons on patreon.com/cavepodcast. With as low as $3 a month, you can support me and the podcast with benefits such as exclusive posts, early access to the podcast, no in-video ads, your name scrolling in the video, and much more. So please consider supporting your boy over at patreon.com/cavepodcast. And now back to the show. Oh, all right. So I think that we were talking for half an hour, and I'm recorded late. So yeah. how about we get to the news? the thing that we've been wanting to talk about for the longest while. All right, so let us switch on over to here. So like always, we're checking the news on Persona Central. All the news that we're covering will be linked down in the description of the audio and video podcast. Please make sure you guys support them however way you can, whether it's on the site itself, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all that stuff. So let's get to the first article of the day. We have Persona 5 Nendoroid Plus rubber figures. Now, I was really debating on if I should really cover this, but like, I covered a bunch of the other figures before, so why not? So why stop now? So they look absolutely adorable. Well, Ren and on, I don't really care for Magana, but anyways, Good Small has announced 3 new Persona 5 Royal figures in their Nendoroid Plus range of rubber mascot figures. The figures include Joker, Panther, and Morgana. Pre-orders are open until March 18th. Yeah, so it looks really adorable, and like, guessing this is rubber, I can like balance on the ground, and it won't break, hopefully. Look how adorable he is, oh. So adorable. So, the specifications, it's made out of PVC, it's about 80 millimeters. It's the sculptor's Matsuda model. It's going for about 1,300 yen, releasing in July. So about $10 each, I guess. And Panther slash on, and she looks so adorable. Like this one, I probably would get. She just looks so adorable. I love it. And then Morgana just look at me with those deadpan eyes, like. But yeah, that is they're adorable. I will say they are adorable little set. If they have a Futaba one, I might have to pick it up. I might have to pick up just like, oh my god, look how adorable my Futaba is. She fits in the palm of my hand. Oh my god. But yeah, adorable and not bad pricing. So about $10, and fits in the palm of your hand. Like oh, okay, seems fine to me. So let's get into the next article. So we got some more figures. So for Royal, Panther, and Queen are getting Papa Parade L-size figures, and I'm just like, oh, do I wanna get them? Because I already have them, and it's already up on the main channel, just like the unboxing of the figures. It's during the second Persona 3 Anniversary Goods and Event Information Bureau, which I didn't include here because we're gonna be talking about that, but like there was the second live stream announcement that happened in between the episodes, and they said like, oh hey, we're gonna be announcing some more stuff, but like in the first stream, they specifically mentioned that there was no game news. But with the second one that they announced, is like they didn't specify that there wasn't gonna be any game news. So it's like, oh, are we gonna get any game news or anything like that? But no, nothing happened. Excuse me. Continuing on where we left off, 2 new figures in Good Smile's Papa Parade L-size range were announced, featuring Panther and Queen from P5R. These figures joined the Joker L-size figure, which was announced during One Fest 2026, and is scheduled to be released in August, with the orders currently open. So here we have Makoto, and you know, not bad, not bad. You know, I mean, she like this is her almost this is similar to her all-out tag pose victory screen. So it's like, hey, not bad. Booty's a little bit flat, but it's all right. And then we have all on just looks so sexy, looks so great. Like her figure's like I'm really debating on getting because like again, I already have the standard size figures for all of them except for obviously like Ryuji and Yusuke and those haven't been announced or so just like oh do I really want to get them like on maybe and like I'm looking at my figures right now. It's like, oh, I really could have just like on is like behind Igus right now. It's like I can't really see her. She's like, oh, like so like the thing like, oh, if I get this, I can put it like on the shelf with the other like bigger figures. Like, oh man, that'd be pretty cool, you know. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to get this or not. It's really up for debate if I'm gonna be getting it or not. But what do you guys think? You guys think you might get these figures, or are you just gonna you're just gonna wait it out for a bit? Like again, they look good. They look good. So, I don't know. Let's get to the next article. Persona 3rd anniversary collaborations and big band concert details announced. So again, during the second anniversary goods and information, Alice has announced several new collaborations with various Japanese attractions. In addition, further details on the summer Persona 5 Big Band concerts were revealed, confirming a tour for Asia. So, Entree Akihabara. Between May 1st and May 14th, the shopping mall Entree Akihabara will be taken over with Persona-themed branding, including artwork on the exterior of the building, music playing throughout, and merchandise and novelties on sale. The collaborations will feature original illustrations, which will be revealed at a later date. Yokohama Hakejima Sea Paradise. A new collaboration with the Yokohama Hakejima Sea Paradise will be held following two previous collaborations themed around Reload. The collaborations will include a theme hotel, original merchandise, and more. It's saying it's themed around Persona 3 Reload, but I'm not seeing, well, besides Makoto right here, like it's not really PTR themed. Well, I'm guessing like by the time we get there, like they're gonna have it all over, just like, oh hey, look at everyone here. So like I'm just like, because with a Reload, like, oh yeah, they really emphasize the sea themes, especially like in the menus. So like, oh, okay, I guess this makes sense for this to happen. So maybe. And then we have the Persona 5 special big band concerts. So yeah, we've been talking about this a couple of times past, well, at least a few months ago. Following last year's P5 Big Band concert, Alice has revealed details of the follow-up concerts which will take place over summer 2026. In Japan, concerts will be held in Yokohama on July 30th and July 1st, and in Hiroshima on July 3rd. Concerts will be held in Bangkok on June 16th, Singapore on June 23rd, and Taipei on June 26th. These concerts will feature an expanded set with new tracks including Persona 5 The Phantom X. And we have a CD that's coming out soon. Okay. A CD including recordings from last year's Shinjuku concerts will also be released. This can be purchased alongside tickets at the venue or online following the concerts. A wider release is not planned. So, you're gonna have to import this if you want to get it, unfortunately. So, yep, going over the specifics, if you're going over there, and the websites for these concerts will include links to the ticket sales once they open, can be found here, and there's a show digest, and, the Persona Sound Station, a Persona 3 series, music 30-hour live stream. The third end of the month event for Persona 30th anniversary will be the first Persona Sound Station stream, a 30-hour live stream of music from Persona 3. It will be streamed at the end of March on the Alice Game Music YouTube channel. Okay, so if you want to listen to some P3 music, hey, gotta wait till the end of the month. And also, happy March, everyone! did really see that because it's the start of March, despite it. The time I'm recording this, it's the 3rd. So yeah, I do kind of wish that with the Persona 30, there's more events happening worldwide than just Japan. Which I understand that this is a Japanese company with Japanese game. I just wish that if you're gonna be selling this worldwide, do worldwide events. Yeah, you feel me? Like have events going on around the world. Because there's been more stuff happening in Japan for the 30th anniversary than what's been happening anywhere at all for anywhere outside of Japan. Well, outside of Japan and Asia, because they're doing a tour in Bangkok, Singapore, Taipei. So, and like the main thing that we've gone so far was the first ever Persona Live happening in America. But I will say that was announced before the 30th anniversary, right? Like before the start of the event. So I will say that will not count because it happened. It was announced before the event. Okay. So far we have not had anything outside of Japan. No event that happened outside Japan / Asia. Okay. Wish they could do some more stuff. Including like round 1 game collabs. Because there was like the Metaphor one, which I tried to get like some of the stuff there, but unfortunately I couldn't because they were all sold out. Dang it. But yeah, we're only 2 months in, technically 3, of the 30th anniversary. So we're about a quarter through it. I'm not sure where else they could plan, some big news for the games. I just hope it's relatively soon and it involves the everywhere else that isn't, just Japan / Asia. So let's get to the next article. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt this video real quick, but got new merch. Save the 7 shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies are available right now at my shop. Links will be down in the description below. Get your hands on a shirt. Comes in multiple colors. And hopefully you guys can enjoy it. Feels really great. Feels really nice on the skin. And really hope you guys enjoy it. Now, back to the video. And we have P5X. And we have the Karmar trailer. I don't like Karmar, so I would just say, hey, he's here. Well, almost here. His update releases on March 5th, so but you gotta be a China player. the Chinese server players to get them. So yeah, I do not care for Kingdom Hearts, so I will just go to the next one. And this is actually the second last article. So Raido Kuzunowa's 20th anniversary message. Raido versus the Megaton concert announced for summer 2026. So today, as in March 2nd, marks the 20th anniversary of the original release of Raido Kuzunowa versus the Soulless Army. To celebrate this, Alice has released a celebratory illustration and message from the producer. Several collaborations has also been announced, including a concert to be held in summer 2026. And we got a really awesome new artwork with a Raido. It looks really awesome. So this is celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Raido series. Thank you for your continued support. Then we have the message from the producer. So it says here, to our valued gamers, thank you for your continued support of the Raido series. This year marks the 20th anniversary of the release of the very first Raido game. 20 years! Through the development of Raido Remastered, the Mystery of the Soulless Army, released last year, I am reminded of one thing. The Raido series hold a special place as a work that brings tremendous courage to us. With care to avoid spoilers, I'll try my best to explain. In the game, we encountered people from the capital who endured societal inequality brought on by rapid changes in the era. Over time, these individuals are able to confront their true selves. Meeting these unforgettable characters once again for the first time in 20 years left me with immense courage. Above all, the unwavering Raido Kuzunowa, who tirelessly helps struggle worn citizen of the capital, deeply moved me, even as someone who has the honor of crafting his story. When the time grows tougher, we find ourselves relying on Raido Kuzunowa more than ever. How does the present day, marking the 95th anniversary since Taisho 20 compare? Oh yeah, because because Taisho 20, and then there's Showa 20. It's the alternate timeline, right? I generally hope that Raido continue his heroic efforts, transcending the ages. P.S. If you haven't played the game yet, we encourage you to try the downloadable demo. From producer-director Kazuyuki Yamai. Now, I hope that maybe around Summer Games Fest, they'll announce Raido Remastered 2 with the King Abaddon with the remaster of the King Abaddon, because that'd be pretty cool if that happened, and like have that release, around the same time that Raido 1 released last year. So what do you guys think? That could be pretty cool. Well, actually, no, strike that, because Raido came out early last year. Like, where's that playlist? Yeah, cause like Raido King came out like in like, where's it? Let me just search Raido. This is 25 videos, so 25 days a month. It came out in June, so yeah, that should have we should have heard something about Raido earlier. No, actually, the reveal of Raido happened in March. It happened this month last year and released in June. So this could be a perfect opportunity for them to announce it this month, Raido Remastered 2, and release it like in June, the same time as last year. That would be really great if they could do that. If they do that, that'd be really awesome. So if they could do that, that'd be really awesome. Not sure if they will. Uh, it's like, hey, we still got we're still at the very beginning of March, so they could do it. They could do it. I hope they do it because I want to finish off Rido, without having to like pick up my PS3 and like start up the PS2 version. But I will say that like the PS2 version does have its quality, like the unique graphic style that the PS2 version has compared to the remaster. Like I kind of prefer the gritty look of the PS2 version compared to how clean everything looks in the remaster. Well, in terms of the demons, that is, because the demons have like their own like unique look to a lot of them that was kind of removed from the remaster. So maybe will that happen? I don't know. Then hey, we got Rido versus the Megan 10 live concert. A special concert featuring music from both the Rido and Shinron Tensei series will be held in summer 2026. Details will be announced at a later date. Wish that could be happening everywhere around the world, but I guess not. Then we got Super Groupies merchandise. Fashion brand Super Groupies will release 3 Rido themed items: a pocket watch, cloak, and bag. Pre-orders for these items are scheduled to begin in summer 2026. Yeah, so basically got Rido's get up, which well, can't really see it that well in the other ones, but basically the cloak is what you mainly see here. But like, hey, it looks cool. I'm guessing it's gonna be pretty expensive. Then we have the Chimney Group Seafood Izakaya collaboration. A collaboration with the Chimney Group, which operates various seafood izakaya restaurants, will be held between April 15th, 2026 and March 14th, 2026. This will be offered at 3 restaurants in Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka. Again, we're having all these collabs happening in Japan, but like nothing happening in the West, which again really sucks, because just like Alice isn't a small company. They can do some more stuff. I wish they can do it. It's but yeah, that's what happens if you want to at least get the merchandise. You're gonna have to import it, but you can't get the food there. It's exclusive. It's exclusive to Japan. It's like but we got one thing that's coming up next, and it's a good thing I waited on recording, because like I felt like if I recorded on Monday, it was like there's not really that much big stuff that happened, but this is the big one that happened, and I'm glad I waited. So, Metaphor ReFantazio Orchestra's concert world tour announced for North America, Asia, and Europe. And when they say world tour, I will say it's not that big. I will say. Okay, so going down here. Following the orchestra concerts for Metaphor ReFantazio held last year in Japan, with a rerun this summer, Alice has announced a world tour for the concerts, to be held in North America, Asia, and Europe starting autumn 2026. And it says here, experience the magnificent orchestral concert of the music of Alice's award-winning RPG, Metaphor ReFantazio. Following the success of the sold-out 2025 premiere in Japan, this spectacular program is now embarking on a world tour spanning 3 continents, 6 countries, and 8 cities around the globe. Like, oh yeah, 3 continents, that sounds really great. 6 countries, sounds even awesome. 8 cities. That's not really that good. The concert presents a carefully curated selection of pieces that brings the game's epic fantasy world to life. Composed by Shojo Meguro, renowned for his work on the Persona series, the program will be performed by a full orchestra and choir featuring multiple vocalists. Immerse yourself in the critically acclaimed music of Metaphor ReFantazio and a grand full-scale orchestral setting. So here's the venue and date. So for North America, we only have 3 locations. We have Dallas, Texas, happening on October 9th at the Texas Trust Credit Union Theater. Chicago, Illinois, happening October 11th at the Auditorium Theater. And Los Angeles, California, on October 13th at the Peacock Theater. Why only 3 locations in North America? And just like, why does it have to be those 3 specific locations? Like, why? Why does it have to be those places? I really hope that, you know, they could have had, like, you know, something on the East Coast, which, like, Chicago, Illinois is like more. Let me pull the map of the world again. Chicago, Illinois. Check out the map. Let me see. Because I'm pretty sure it's like northeast, right? Well, it's more direct north. So, just looking at the map. So it's happening the West Coast, the mid northeast, and then dead south with Texas. Next to nothing on the East Coast, nothing on the far north, and it's always in Los Angeles. Like, I wish when you know they announce world tours, they can do more locations than just, well, at least compared to, like, you know, other locations. They like, it's always New York. But like, it's always in LA, which is like, it's pretty annoying. But yeah, I wish they can do something in Florida. Like, you're like, okay, have something in California, something like in like Washington, like maybe somewhere in North Dakota, South Dakota, Texas. All right. Have something like in, like, you know, New York, like the Northeast, like New York, Pennsylvania, that area, and then do something in the South here, like at least, you know, well, Southeast, like in Florida. Georgia is, you know, is something, you know, maybe I'll be able to drive to, but yeah, I do hope that future world tours in North America, they can. And also, I'm even dumb, I'm not even including like Canada. Do some more stuff in Canada too. Canada, going to Alaska, and something in like Mexico as well. That's okay. For Asia, they're doing they have a show in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, on October 31st at the Kaohsiung Culture Center Jihad Hall. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Singapore, November 21st, 2026 at the Esplanade Theater. And in Bangkok, Thailand on November 28th at the Prince Maidal Hall. And then in Europe, literally only 2 locations in Europe. London, UK, January 22nd, 2027 at the Eventum Apollo. and in Paris, France, at the Le Grand Rex. Just and like yeah, I also feel bad for the Europe side of things. Is like okay, the UK and France. Anywhere else on on the east in Europe that you guys could possibly do, that'd be pretty nice if you guys could do something there. But guess not. I just wish they could do more locations so more people can do more things. But I guess not. Just got do what they have. I was thinking like, oh, do I want to go? I'm just like, no, I don't think I can. Just because I'm planning on one more trip this year, and that's probably be about it. I don't want to like overextend my like, oh, I'm traveling so much, and just like, nah, I can't really do that. Especially with my job and all, just like I'm not making YouTube money, so just like I can't just afford to do that. But like, hey, I can possibly like use this trip as a travel expense, make a video on that. So maybe. But again, I don't make money, much money from YouTube. Like literally, my last paycheck was $100 something, 100, 200, $3. That was for a year's worth of video. So don't really want to do much of that. And then last part of here is a webpage for the concert can be found with links to the ticket page. The short highlight of the 2025 concert has been published. Long highlights can be seen in previous posts. I mean, I can at least see what like ticket prices are. Let me see. Just looking up on a separate page. Just do for the closest one that is, I think it's well. Let me look at the map again, because it really depends. Because Chicago, Illinois, I'm really traveling north versus going to Texas, Dallas, Texas, which also that is where the Crunchyroll office is. I could visit that if I could. Let me see here. Let's see. And if I do, if that's happening, oh nope. Okay. So if we do the Texas show, so arrive on the 8th, leave on the 10th, probably. Just see, what it would be. What is the time or the cost for that? Oof. Ugh. Hey. Almost $500 for that, it's just a like a 3-hour flight, like no. That is
Hey guys, this episode is sponsored by Dubby. Dubby is a clean energy drink that's made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or inks like other energy drinks. I just got myself the Dubby sample pack, which comes with this little tumbler, and also comes with 4 flavor packs. Got the peach and beach, or beach and peach, comes with the Dub Squat Sludge. My man, Sludge. I'm reading it backwards. Then we got the Dragonade. I should probably look at it first, then do a thing. And then the Galaxy Grenade. So we're gonna try one of these today, and I'll tell you how I honestly think about it. All right, let's try one of these out. Let's go with Peach and Peach. Let's try this out. All right, so currently right now we have the Peach and Peach. It's a mango white peach cooler. So we're gonna try out. Smell first. Okay, it smells pretty good. I will say it smells better than the last one I tried, but previous one was still good. But time for the taste test. Let's go. Yeah, that's good. That is. Okay, of course, there's gonna be like a little powdery, but overall, like the taste is pretty good. I do like this peach and beach. Not bad flavor, not bad flavor at all. I might get the full tub. Might have to get the full tub of this. It's not bad at all. If you guys want to try out the samples shaker yourself or buy any of the products on Dubby, make sure to use my coupon code PowerJ at checkout to save 10% on your order. So again, that's PowerJ at checkout for 10% off your order. Now, back to the video.
Yeah, the cheapest one is $4.65. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Let me check Chicago. Then I could do like, oh, come in on the 10th, leave on the 12th. Let's see how that goes. What's surprising on that? Say my phone has low charge. Oh no. 406. I don't like that either. And like, let's see like how much like the tickets, or if the ticket pages even have the prices on there. That kind of sucks. Doesn't say like, oh, what surprising it's gonna be. You know, it would be cool to like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get ticket right over here. But nah. Los Angeles is the Peacock Theater. We were at the Dolby Theater before. Kind of spread. Can't even get a look at what the theater looks like. That is fantastic. Okay, and the Dallas one, again using Access. Yep. Don't know. Wait, one is Axis with one S. Wait, did this have two S's? Oh no. Wait, why is it using UK? Huh? Yeah, English America. we use the American times right here. But yeah, kind of sucks that pricing is pretty crazy. Actually, let me check. Oh no. Oh. There we go. Yeah, because I was part of like the National Society of Leadership and Success, I get a special page that lets me access some discounts and all that stuff. I just want to see what pricing they have for that compared to, you know, like the Dallas. Fort Worth, October, not there. What pricing do they have for that? That's more expensive. The only thing is just that the cheapest one is they're doing it for 15, which is cheaper than what I found on the other site. And also, like, why do we need it's not even a non-stop flight? Just crazy. Just like non-stop flight is 471, while while the one with the the layover has just one stop each, going there and back. It's crazy. It is crazy. Let me try. Chicago. Nope. There. Oh wow, that is, you know, that is not bad. 268. That's the cheapest one for you know, not only that is not too bad. That is not too bad for for that kind of flight. So maybe, but I'm making no guarantee that I am going to there, because I feel like I've done my a little bit of due diligence of like flying for a time being, except for maybe one last one next few months. I haven't really made my confirmation on that, but yeah, that is that's been this week. That's been this week's episode of the Cafe Podcast. Having the announcement of a uh metaphor concert is really awesome. I just wish there was more locations that I don't have to travel far to. I'd rather have something that is more driving distance. Like, please have something in Miami or Orlando, please. Like the Miku Expo concert, just like my first ever concert going there, is like really awesome, and there's just like nothing else in Florida. This is, it's crazy. But tell me what you guys think about the concerts happening. Will you guys be going there at the very least, or you guys gonna have to like say no and like hope for you know more concerts? But yeah, just gonna have to wait for them. Yeah, do want to give a thanks to the patrons whose names are scrolling on screen right about now. If you guys want to be part of the Patreon and support the show, links will be down in the description below. You guys can get your name scrolling on the screen and get this video ad free and a day early compared to the public. And yeah, next episode is coming out on the week of March 15th. So on the 18th for the public, for the patrons, and 19th for the Patreons. Ooh, nice. And now, technically, the next episode after that would be the last week of March and the first week of April. Because, like, hey, I will probably be recording on the 30th, maybe 31st, and releasing on the 1st. So, and releasing it on April Fool's Day, fall days. So, yeah, that has been the Cathedral of Belvin podcast. Really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope to see you guys on the next episode of the Cafe podcast. I will see you guys next time. Bye.